Hello Red Deerians and Central Albertans. Today I'm here with our City Manager, Alan Seabrook, to provide you just with a very short update following the release of Alberta's relaunch strategy. As you'll note, was released by the provincial government yesterday. So for those of you who weren't aware, the provincial government did announce yesterday their three-phase plan to relaunch Alberta's economy. And while we continue to navigate through the COVID-19 pandemic, if you're interested in looking at that resource, we would just direct you to the provincial website. I will say that the City of Red Deer is very pleased, and we welcome the province's gradual phased-in approach, certainly to reactivating our economy and resuming a measure of community life. But we also want to ensure that residents understand that the city's direct ability to move forward with this plan, both locally and, as the Premier noted, across the province, directly relates to our ability to continue to prevent the spread of the virus in our community. As the provincial government noted, over time, businesses and recreational activities will be allowed to gradually reopen with strict health regulations and protocols still in place to ensure public safety. Opening businesses, of course, will provide a much needed boost to our local economy and will mean that some people will be able to move back to return to work. This will, of course, be welcome news for many in our community as we continue to respond to not only the health challenges of the pandemic, but certainly the economic challenges that it has added to our community, and particularly given the fact that our community has had economic challenges over the past few years. While the provincial plan provides a blueprint for the gradual return to regular operations and business, we know that we still have a long road to full recovery. We at the city will continue to work diligently with our federal and provincial government partners to ensure that our community has the support and decision-making that we will need to move forward under this new economic reality. The health and safety of our residents continues to remain the city's top priority, and we are still committed to mitigating further spread of COVID-19. The City of Red Deer Emergency Operations Team is closely reviewing the provincial government's phased relaunch plan to determine how it applies to our community and specifically to City of Red Deer programs and services. With modified provincial restrictions now announced, our City Emergency Operations Center is continuing to explore adjustments to restrictions in municipal spaces. I'll invite City Manager Seabrook forward very shortly here to speak more to some of these potential, and again, it's potential adjustments and operational changes and the timing that we may be able to expect with respect to the lifting of those restrictions. But before I do, I would just like to reiterate that in the meantime, we are still in a state of local emergency, and the expectation is that the City of Red Deer is still in alignment with provincial public health orders. I know that all of you have many questions, and certainly we've been fielding those through your phone calls to the call center and online. And questions, for example, but not limited to playgrounds being a great example. We know that our community is very anxious to see playgrounds return to normal. But I will say Emergency Operations is reviewing all of our local municipal measures in light of the provincial plan. And while City Emergency Operations don't necessarily have the answer to all the answers today, our commitment to you is that we will be reviewing the plan over the next couple of days, and we will get answers to you as soon as possible. And our objective is to be in complete alignment with the indications that the provincial government is giving us. So I know that everyone is very anxious for answers, and the city is too. So we're in regular conversations with the province, and we'll hopefully have more information for you on Monday or Tuesday. To conclude, I just want to say I continue to be so very proud of you all for all of the measures that you've taken as we fight against this virus. The numbers in the central zone have been so strong, and that really is a credit to you all, Red Deer, and it's absolutely imperative that we remain vigilant. I hope you and your loved ones remain safe. I'll turn it over to City Manager Seabrook. And again, I know there's so many questions, but we really will commit to having answers, very specific answers to you over the coming days. And again, you can refer to the city's website for all of the decisions taken today. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Mayor Beer, and good evening, Red Deer. As always, I'm grateful for this opportunity to provide an update to our community about the city's ongoing response to COVID-19. We're encouraged by the province's gradual phased-in approach to reactivating the economy. We need to be methodical and move cautiously to ensure we're balancing the need to reopen businesses with the need to keep everyone safe. We're closely reviewing the provincial relaunch plan to determine how it will apply in Red Deer and to Red Deerians. It will take time for the city to review the provincial reactivation plan and implement the required changes in Red Deer. The health and safety of our residents continues to be our top priority, and we remain committed to mitigating the spread of the virus. As such, amenities like playgrounds, courts, and skate parks will remain closed this weekend until we receive direction from Alberta Health Services and the Chief Medical Officer of Health that it is safe to reopen them. In addition, we're going to look at the logistics next week and how that may be possible in a safe way. So there'll be more to come next week to advise you on that. We know many of you are excited to get back to these amenities, especially as we are enjoying this beautiful spring weather. It's important that you know we are continuing to follow the direction from Alberta's Chief Medical Officer of Health as we make decisions about access to outdoor amenities and facilities. And we're currently in conversations with the province to determine our next steps as we move forward. The province's announcement came with some welcome news of a few immediate changes, such as the opening of golf courses. But we need to remember that the majority of changes will not take effect in the short term, and there are restrictions with some of these openings. The City of Red Deer has our one municipally owned golf course, and in speaking with our operator, they are currently putting plans in place to be able to reopen when the course is available to do so. But it will be with the restrictions that have been laid out by the province. We know that we need to continue practicing physical distancing and keeping 2 meters apart from others in all of these activities. Gatherings will still be limited to 15 people for some time, and it's important that vulnerable citizens continue to stay at home as much as possible. We will continue to enforce provincial health orders to ensure the safety of all residents. Despite the provincial relaunch strategy, we need citizens to continue to be vigilant in helping prevent the spread. We fully anticipate adjustments and revised restrictions as the plan unfolds, but this will only work if communities continue to do what is necessary as we safely work through the relaunch strategy. Residents looking for updates on our municipal response to COVID-19 can sign up for text and email alerts through Notify Red Deer. Residents can sign up to receive updates on our website at reddeer.ca/notify Red Deer. Again, thank you to everyone in the community for your vigilance as we continue to fight the spread of this virus. Please continue to stay home if you are ill. Practice social distancing when you're out in public. Thank you very much and have a good evening.